point of view we will discuss today. So as per the question, in the circuit shown, the switch is closed at t is equal to 0. Find the current drawn from the ideal battery as a function of time. The circuit is like this. Here is an inductor attached with a resistor and one more resistor which is in parallel combination. One more resistor is here. Here is the battery attached with the key. This is a key, cell of EMF E, resistance R, one more resistance R is here. So this is the circuit given to us. We are asked to find the current drawn from the ideal battery as a function of time. So solution is a little bit lengthier, but anyway we will try to solve it. Solution. As per the question, at an instant t, I is the current flowing through the circuit. Let me take I is the current flowing through the circuit. This I finds two paths. So one part of current I1 is going through the inductor, another part of current IT is going through the resistor like this. Then you can write I is equal to I1 plus I2 as per Kirchhoff's junction law. And if I apply Kirchhoff voltage law, before applying Kirchhoff voltage law, let me name the terminals of the circuit as A, B, C, D, E, F, A. These are the terminals of the circuit. Now let me apply KVL for A, B, C, D, A. Apply KVL for A, B, C, D, E, A loop. A, B, C, D, E, A loop. That means the bigger loop. If I apply KVL here, the voltage drop at the inductor is given by L into di by dt. The voltage drop at the resistor is given by IR. But here the current going is I1, hence it is I1R. And here this current I1 will come like this, I2 will come like this. The entire I will go through R, so IR. And when you close the key, source of EMF E is there. Their sum must be equal to 0. And if you take the sign convention, you are going from high potential to low potential, so negative. Again high to low, negative. High to low, negative. Low to high, positive. So this is the KVL equation. Here, let me take this as equation number 1. Let me take this as equation number 2. Now, again let me apply KVL in another loop. Apply KVL in another loop. The name of the loop is FCDEF. FCDEF. So this is the loop. In this loop I am going to apply KVL. by moving in this way. Now, if I start the journey from here, I2R is the voltage drop at the resistor, IR is the voltage drop at other resistor, source of EMF E, their sum must be equal to 0, as you are moving from high to low negative, high to low negative, low to high positive. This is the equation governing the second loop. Let me name the equation as equation number 3. Now, from equation 1, you can take the value of I2. I2 can be taken as I minus I1. I2 can be taken as I minus I1. Let me substitute it here. In the place of I2, I minus I1 into R, IR plus E is equal to 0. Minus IR, again minus IR, so minus 2IR plus I1R plus E is equal to 0. So, I1 can be written as, so I1R can be written as 2IR minus E. This R you can take that side. I1 can be written as 2IR minus E by R. Otherwise, 2IR by R means 2I is left over minus E by R. Equation number 4. Equation number 4. Now let me take 2 and 4. 2 and 4. From 2 and 4. You can substitute the value of I1 in the equation number 2. Minus L into di by dt minus, in the place of I1, 2I minus E by R minus IR plus E is equal to 0. If you simplify, you will get an equation like this: L into di by dt minus 2I plus E by R minus IR plus E is equal to 0. Now, here actually I1 is the current passing through the inductor. I should take I1 here. So it will be I1. So in the place of I1 also I should substitute minus L into d by dt of, in the place of I1 I can substitute 2I minus E by R1. 2I minus E by R. So if you simplify, minus L into derivative of 2I is 2 into di by dt. So minus 2L into di by dt is the first term. E by R is a constant. Derivative for constant is 0. The second term will go up. So minus 2I plus E by R minus IR plus E is equal to 0. So if I take R as LCM and if you simplify, here some R is there I forgot to write. So here R you will get into R gets cancelled. So here R will come, here R will go. So finally minus 2L di by dt minus 3IR plus 2E equal to 0. You can take it that side. 2L into di by dt is equal to 2E minus 3IR. 2L into dl by dt is like this. So di by 2E minus 3IR is equal to dt by 2L. If you do integration on both sides, here variable is time varies from 0 to t. At time t is equal to 0, what is the current? That is E by 2R. E by 2R is the current. As per the circuit, we will get this value. After some time, the current value is I. In the beginning, when you close the key, inductor action will not be there. Only two resistors are there. As the two resistors are only acting in the circuit, the current in the circuit is given by voltage by effective resistance. Effective resistance is R plus R2R. The branch containing inductor is not going to function in the circuit. Only the lower branch, that is FC DEF, will work. Hence the two resistors in the lower circuit are in series to one another. Hence the current is like this. After some time the current value will be I. In order to have the integral here, if you take the derivative of denominator, it should match with the numerator. So to have that idea, if you take the differentiation of the denominator, 2e derivative is 0. For minus 3RI, the derivative is minus 3R di. So I should multiply with this and I should divide with this. Then it is in the form of integral f dash x by f of x. You can easily solve it. Even in this case, 2L is constant, integral dt 0 to t. So minus 1 by 3R into log 2e minus 3IR to the base e. Limits are from e by 2R to I. This side 1 by 2L into t minus 0 t only. And if I substitute the limits, minus 1 by 3R, by substituting I here, you will get log 2e minus 3IR minus of, in the place of I, if I substitute e by 2R, then you will get minus log to the base e 2e minus 3. In the place of I should write e by 2R into R. This is on the left hand side. Right hand side is t by 2L. T by 2L. It is in the form of log A minus log B. Here RR gets cancelled. So you will get log A by B. So T by 2L is equal to minus 1 by 3R into log to the base E, 2E minus 3IR by 2E minus 3 by 2E. So if I bring these values here, minus 3RT by 2L is equal to log E two E minus 3IR by, this is 2E minus, so E by 2 you will be left over here. E by 2 is left over here. If I simplify log E, it becomes 4. 2E by E by 2, E gets cancelled. 4 minus, if I take here 6IR by E, it is equal to 3RT by 2L. If I remove logarithm here, it becomes exponential. So 6IR by E is equal to 4 minus e power minus 3RT by 2L. Strictly if I need I, E by 6R into 4 minus e power minus 3R by 2L into T. This is the formula for E as a function of time. Formula for E as a function of time. This is the solution for the given question. One more question. A circuit is shown in figure. The switch is closed. At t is equal to 0. Find the condition for which current drawn from the battery does not vary with time. The circuit diagram, it is like this. This is the inductor, this is the resistor, here is a capacitor provided with one more resistor attached to a cell and a key as shown here. Inductor's inductance is L, resistance is R, this resistance is also R, capacitance is C. It's an ideal cell. Ideal cell means no internal resistance. It is the key available in the circuit. This question also can be solved in the similar lines of earlier question. Let I is the current coming from the source of EMF. This I is divided into I1 and I2. Again it is rejoined as I and moves to the negative terminal of the battery. The question at time t is equal to 0, in the question at time t is equal to 0, at time t is equal to 0, no current is passed through the branch containing inductor, the entire current passes through the branch containing capacitor. After some time the capacitor is fully charged, so current may not pass through this, current will entirely pass through the branch containing inductor. That we have to decide. How to decide? You know that during growth I is equal to I naught into 1 minus e power minus r by L into t. At time t is equal to 0, this term is something power 0 is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0, the current passing through the circuit is 0. So inductor will not allow the passage of current through this. That means at time t is equal to 0, current passing through the first one is 0. So entire current passes through the branch containing capacitor. After a long time, that means at time t is equal to infinity, what will happen? This is something power minus infinity, 1 by infinity, 1 by infinity is 0. So I becomes I naught. Maximum current passes through the branch containing inductor. So based on these ideas, we can solve the problem. So clearly I is divided into I1 and I2. So I can be written as I1 plus I2. This is equation number 1 by KCL. We applied Kirchhoff current law here. Since from KCL we applied like this. Again you take the names of the terminals like this. A, so F, A, B, C, D, E, F like this. And Q is the charge available on the capacitor, it is positive and it is negative. Now if I apply KVL for A, B, C, D, E, F, apply KVL for A, B, C, D, E, F. That means for the bigger loop, what are the potential drops available here? L into di1 by dt, I1R, and here cell of EMF E, sum is 0, high to low negative, high to low negative, low to high positive. This is the equation governing the thing. So if you simplify this, L into di1 by dt is equal to E minus I1R. So di1 by E minus I1R is equal to dt by L. Take integration on both sides. Here time varies from 0 to t. At time t is equal to 0, no current is passing through this. So here current I1 value is 0. So after long time, after any time t, the current value is I1. So if you simplify the integration, on integrating or integrating the above thing, you will get I1 value as E by R. E by R is the maximum current that can pass through. E by R into 1 minus e power minus R by L into T. This can be done very easily. Already we discussed this 2 or 3 times. Again, I will apply KVL for the second loop. apply KVL, apply KVL for the second loop. Name of the loop is F C D E F. FCDEF. So here the voltage drop at the capacitor is Q by C. Voltage drop at this resistor is I2R, and the EMF E sum must be 0. So high to low negative, high to low negative, it is positive. Again, if I simplify this, on simplification you will get Q value here. Q value can be found as, on simplification means again by taking these terms that side and bringing this side, and I can be written as dq by dt. I can be written as dq by dt. You will get Q value as CE into 1 minus e power minus t by RC. This simplification we already did for RC circuit. So from RC circuits we can write like this. Now current can be written as dq by dt, d by dt of Q value CE into 1 minus e power minus t by RC. CE is not Q naught. CE is nothing but maximum charge that can be stored, Q naught. So its derivative is 0 minus CE. C value can be written as Q naught into derivative of e power minus t by RC is again like that. It is minus 1 by RC. So minus into minus it becomes plus. So Q naught by RC into e power minus t by RC. This is the current in the circuit. Q naught can be written as CE, CC gets cancelled. Then you will get E by R into e power minus t by RC is the strength of the current passing through the circuit. And you know that I is equal to I1 plus I2, as I is equal to I1 plus I2. I1 is current passing through the inductor, which is given by E by R into 1 minus e power minus R by L into T. Similarly, I2 is the current passing through the capacitor. Just now we calculated it as E by R into e power minus t by RC. We need to simplify this. So first of all, let me take the common term. So E by R again plus E by R if I take common. First of all, you will get e power minus t by RC minus e power minus R by L into T. as per the question, the current from the battery should not change with time. As per the question, the current from the battery should not change with time. Current should not be a function of time. It will happen if current want to become constant, the term containing t must cancel out. Current should not vary with respect to time. If I is constant, that is does not or doesn't vary with time, the term with t should become 0. That means this is the first term, this second term should become 0. As e by r is not equal to 0, the remaining part should become 0. E power minus t by rc minus e power minus r by l into t should become 0. So e power minus t by rc is equal to e power minus r by l into t. As bases are equal, powers are equal, t by rc is equal to minus r by l into t. T gets cancelled, minus minus gets cancelled, r square is equal to L by C, r should be equal to root L by C. So the resistance and inductance and capacitance, they should have the relation like this. This is the condition for the current should become constant. Current should not vary with respect to time means you should select the combination of R and L and C as per the equation. R is equal to square root of L by C. This is the solution for the given question. I hope everybody followed.